Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. It's been a busy day. I've already dropped, I think, 4 videos by this time. This will be the very last one. It's the very last game that was announced that I'm super excited for. There was a trailer for Control 2, but I never played Control 1. But a lot of people in the chat were telling me I should play Control 1. If you agree, let me know down in the comments. That might be something I check out next year in anticipation for Control 2 coming out. But the game that was announced that I need no introduction to is Warlock. Sounds very interesting. Basically, it's a D&D game that you're going to play as a warlock the entire time. And so first I'm going to show you my reaction to the trailer, and then I'm going to circle back not only with my thoughts but also with an article that explains more about what the developer is trying to do. It sounds intriguing, so let's get into it.
All of this magic, this pact we forged. What is the cost?
This trailer is focusing too much on flashiness to help me figure out whether or not it's a game I should be excited about. So what, you play as a witch, I guess? I have no problems with, but what type of game are y'all trying to do? It turns out that they're doing all this for a mobile game. What is this though? Okay. Warlock. So you're playing, what type of game is this? Gameplay reveal, summer 2026, launch 2027. But what type of game is this? Warlock the game. Interesting. I'll have to look that up. Interesting, right? So a couple of things. First and foremost, as you were able to see, the character's being voiced by Tricia Helfer, which is a big plus. Towards the end of my stream, I kind of downplayed her a little bit and said I wasn't sure if she would be able to pull this off with them just focusing on the voice. But the more I thought about it when I let the stream, the more I'm like, nah, that's nonsense. She's been involved with some of my favorite characters across both TV and gaming. There's no doubt in my mind she can bring this character out and convince me that I'm playing someone who is charismatic enough to make these pacts with ancient dark evil entities. And the idea of playing as a warlock is very interesting to me. For those who are not already aware, Warlock and Paladin are my all-time 2 favorite classes in D&D, and I know they're basically polar opposites, but it is what it is. I really enjoy playing as a Warlock. It's part of the reason I enjoyed Will so much in Baldur's Gate 3. So the idea of spending an entire game playing as a character specifically in that class, super cool. Now there's a PC Gamer article that gives us some more information about what they're planning for this game. So let's go ahead and check that out real quick. So first up in the header, it says the next official D&D game won't be anything like Baldur's Gate 3. We're making a third-person action-adventure open world game that focuses on the Warlock. That sounds freaking insane. And so they go on to say one of the main reasons why I'm really excited, warlocks, they make a dangerous pact with a powerful being. And really what it is they have insanely high charisma. In Dungeons and Dragons, as a stat, they deal damage based on charisma. But for me, the charisma is like they're able to convince some of the most powerful beings in the world of Dungeons and Dragons to bestow magic upon them. Those kinds of people that they walk in the room and like everyone takes notice. Everyone stops talking. That sounds like people who get what makes Warlock so special, and the idea that they can capture that essence and then make an entire open world experience out of it, focusing on a particular character. Very interesting, very exciting. Now, there's another thing that I said in here that I find interesting as well. The game really focuses on magic and the way that you can utilize a whole bunch of spells, rituals, and magic across all the facets of the game. It's an exploration, solving environmental challenges. When you throw down with monsters, you're using the same spells across everything, and so on the surface, spells have an immediate gameplay impact that you can see, but there's a lot of lateral thinking that we're asking players to do to be creative with magic. So again, it seems like maybe they're working on an experience that we haven't really seen before, which could be really, really cool. Now, there is one part of this article that definitely gives me pause, and it's actually starts up the next paragraph. That magic won't work exactly the same way it does in D&D, mechanically speaking. Unlike Baldur's Gate 3, Warlock isn't trying to recreate the rules of D&D in a video game. Of course, I absolutely agree. All D&D games don't have to be like Baldur's Gate 3. I'm totally down with a completely different experience. It's going to be open world, action adventure, all that stuff, whatever. But what's the point of being in D&D if you're not going to take some of that same rule set? I mean, there's also the point of being in the world of D&D, right? And it's interesting, they don't mention what city this game is going to be based in. And I assume it's not going to be based in Baldur's Gate because they probably want to get as far away from BG3 as they possibly can, which opens up a world of possibilities about where we are going to explore. We could potentially be visiting an area that we've never seen in a video game before. So yeah, I take it back. There is good reason to use the D&D license, even if you're not going to follow the mechanics, but it does make me a little bit worried about how exactly they plan to implement this magic system. It shouldn't feel like any old action game. You've got to take something from D&D so that the magic system feels unique and feels like something that at least somewhat resembles the tabletop. In my mind, at least. In my mind, that's what you would need in order to help distinguish this game from other games in the market. But regardless, you all already know I'm a fan of D&D. I'm a big fan of Warlock, and I'm a big fan of Tricia Helfer. Of course, Mass Effect is my all-time favorite series. She voiced one of the main characters there. So, and frankly, Battlestar Galactica, the TV show, she was one of my favorite TV shows of all time. So this is a game that I really just can't ignore. I'm going to follow it. But I'm not really promising you that I'm going to play it because we have not seen any gameplay, and that trailer doesn't really give you an idea of what sort of game we're going to get. So there's supposed to be a gameplay reveal in 2026. After the gameplay reveal, then I'll be able to tell you, all right, are we going to play this on the channel or not? So for right now, I'm just going to track it. I'm going to track it. I'm going to follow it. I'm going to give you news if some more information comes out about the game. But whether or not it's actually going to be a game that myself and my community would enjoy, anyone's guess. We'll find out in, I guess, about 6 months. Anyway, that is it for this video, and that's it for all of my Game of the Year award coverage for today. I do have a couple more videos regarding the Game of the Year that's going to come out. So I do want to talk about KCD2 not winning anything. I might do a video about E33 sweeping, but I don't even feel motivated to do a video about that. Everybody expected that. I didn't expect KCD2 to walk away with nothing. So we might do a video about that. And then I probably want to do a video about what are the games that didn't have a trailer that we were really expecting. What were the top ones where we're like, damn, where were they? But for now, for today, this is enough. It's now 3 in the morning. Damn, it's actually almost 4 in the morning. It took me all night to get all the content up. So hopefully you all enjoyed it. Hopefully you all enjoyed those videos. Let me know down in the comments if there's any other content you want to see from me. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.